Hey guys, today we're looking at Psalm 27, verse 4, and it says, "One thing I have asked from the Lord, that I shall seek." This is King David exclaiming what his priorities are. One thing I'm asking from the Lord, this is my prayer, this is what I'm after, this is what I'm looking for, seeking, this is my priority, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, live there, remain there, endure there, return there. Number two, to behold the beauty of the Lord, to ponder, to look upon, to gaze at, to direct the eyes toward, to be preoccupied with. This is to be my aim in life, to behold the beauty of the Lord, to seek his face. And then number three, and this is what I want to look at today, to meditate in his temple, to meditate in his temple. The word meditate in Hebrew is bakar, and it means to plow, to break forth, to inspect, to admire, to care for, to consider, to seek out, and to search. Now, I looked up in the dictionary and the word meditation in the modern dictionary, and number one, it said to train, calm, or empty the mind, as in Hinduism or Buddhism. So this is just emptying your thoughts. And there's a discipline called transcendental meditation, which was brought forth by an Indian guru, really made popular during the late 60s with the Beatles. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi was his name. And this became very popular with the Beatles, with Donovan. Now it's spread to so many different folks. And that's the emptying of yourself. But then I continued in the definitions in the dictionary, and the next one said to engage in focused thought on scriptural passages or particular doctrines or mysteries of God. And that would be the Judeo-Christian model. So both Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, Judaism are all from the East. And here I live in the West, in Western civilization. So when God says, in his temple, I'll meditate. I want to meditate. Or it says here in Psalm 1, how blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, nor stand in the path of sinners, nor sit in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law he meditates day and night. So while I was at Bible school, the head of the Bible school talked about meditation, and one of the definitions for bakar is to mutter. That's not really a word we use much anymore in most vocabularies, but in this case, take God's word and reiterate it verbally. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not lack. He makes me lie down in green pastures. Meditation would be to engaged in focused thought on that. It's like, just think about that. Or like this, one thing I've asked from the Lord, and that I shall seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, that I'll behold his beauty, the beauty of the Lord, and that I will meditate, the King James says, inquire in his temple. Inquiry implies life learning. It implies I don't have it all figured out, but I know someone who does. And, when I was young, the thing that was popularized was the Eastern religion. When I was young, that was my first thought about meditation, because all I could think of were people that were meditating from that Hindu or Buddhist kind of framework. So it took me a while to grasp one is emptying yourself, the other is filling yourself. One is trying to, and I see the value of calming your mind down. I see the value of, in the New Testament, it would be casting your cares on the Lord. That's, to me, an aspect of meditation that would kind of go along loosely with that first definition of training, calming, and emptying your mind. You know, like the Ephesians says, be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Romans 12:2 says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. He said he would keep us in perfect peace if we kept our minds stayed on him in Isaiah 26:3. So as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. But so as a, the Judeo-Christian format, which I have embraced and which I adhere to, which I'm proclaiming, is we're invited to meditate on his word day and night, and I've been told by you guys that some of you use it at 7 o'clock at night when they're released, in local Midwestern time. And then some of you use them in the morning, or I've heard busy mothers will use these and seize upon them just when they have that moment of quiet in the midst of all the jobs with the children and all the duties of home and work. It's all good, morning, noon, or night. Like, this is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week prospect. I mean, and then this is what David said, I want to dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. So it's like, it's everything all the time, full on. It's not just segmented. And to behold and gaze upon and fixate on him, and to meditate, to engage in devotional, contemplative ponderance and to be absorbed in, just to recently, and I'll close with this, gentleman in our church has a friend in Hawaii, and they went tuna fishing, and they were kind of stumped for a while, and then they went out to this buoy, I think so many miles away from the island, and they caught about 150 pounds, 2 fish that added up to be 150 pounds of yellowfin tuna. And he gave me some cuts from that. So I cooked them, and but what I did one, I pan-seared it with, he had suggested sesame seeds with some soy sauce, and I did that, and it was really, really nice. This next one, I marinated one, and I marinated it I have it so busy going to the hospital on a particular moment here that it really marinated all the way through. I mean, it changed the whole color of it, and it was different but amazing. And I just want to say, whether you flash fry in the day or with God, or you get to marinate and slow cook, it's all good. And I want to encourage you to meditate on his word, gaze at God, just glance at your problems. I'm not telling you to ignore them. I'm just telling you to prioritize and go, okay, God, you're a big God, and I want to magnify you in this situation. And to get this in perspective so I don't turn a molehill into a mountain. I heard somebody say this: don't tell your God how big your mountain is. Tell your mountain how big your God is. God bless you.